What is up, YouTubers? My name is Lincoln Williams, and welcome back to another episode of The Lincoln Williams Show. Today, I haven't been on the air in a very long time. I've been playing a lot of video games lately on my channel. I haven't reviewed anything in a very long time as well, so it is getting close to the Christmas season, and I just wanted to, share a couple things on what's going on in the next little while, what's going to happen on the Lincoln Williams Show on Christmas break. And but today we're not going to be talking about that. We're talking about sort of a forgiveness letter to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the 3DS, because I talked crap about this game. I talked crap about this game when I first reviewed it on the Lincoln Williams Show, because I just got mad at the game, and I reviewed it and I was just mad out of my mind about this game because it got so many things wrong about the Zelda universe. But let's not try to talk about that in context in this review, because a lot of people love Majora's Mask, and and it's one of the best Zelda games that everybody loves, and it has some controversy around it. So let's get into it. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask takes place in the woods. Link and Majora are added again in this in the storyline. The storyline is the same. Basically, Link must stop Majora within 3 days, or the moon is going to fall on everybody's faces. So, yeah, not kidding. The moon is threatening the world this time, and that's why you see in this photo the moon is going to go fall on the world and destroy it within 3 days. Now, there's a mechanic that you have to use in this game to slow down time and complete all 4 levels, and you can save between these levels, but it'll take you at least a week or 4 days to complete this game. And this is one of the more weirder Zelda games, Legend of Zelda games. If you haven't played a Zelda game before, if you enter a dungeon, you'll have to look for a specific item to defeat the boss. That is my overall walkthrough guide in general, what you're supposed to be looking for in these dungeons. But there's some minor things like keys and boss keys to help you along the way, and some stray fairies that you can collect. But the stray fairies, they take up a lot of your time within the dungeons in these games, because they're scattered around the dungeon, and you really need to pay attention to where you're going in the dungeon. If you're really a completionist, go right on ahead, because you're getting some really good loot from collecting stray fairies in the dungeons, like new power-ups or something like that. But I never really did that at all in the upgraded version of this game. I'm still at Great Bay, but I know everything to tell you about Majora's Mask. That's why I, did this review, because it's overall the same game. And I apologize to Nintendo for reviewing this game so badly on my channel, because Majora's Mask needs a chance to get into the video gaming community, because everybody loves Majora's Mask, and I don't really disagree with that, because, a lot of people love this game, and because of its, storyline and its weirdness. How weird is it? Well, think about that this way. A side quest where you have to go... Here's a side quest for you. Link must rescue this ranch from a bunch of aliens. Yeah. After you defeat the aliens, you get free milk. Whoopee. that was on like horseback or something like that, because these aliens are like really fast, and some events will have to like program within the days you are like in. Like day one, there are many specific types of events that you have to like be in order to complete the mission on day one. Um, it'll be a little hard, but I guess you can look up a couple of guides here and there if you never played Majora's Mask that long in the series. But you will need to wait, like during your first time playing, you will need to wait 3 days until you can actually, get to Majora for the very first time. And what you really need to do in this game is collect the 4 giants, and that basically can take all week. Just how massive this game is. But if you're a completionist, this game will take you a very long time to complete because there's so many side quests. And the mask collecting, oh my gosh, it is a nightmare. What I've heard from my friend, was it Danny? Danny, he's the one that lent me this game, and thank you, Danny, out in the audience. Basically for lending me this game, because I traded A Link Between Worlds for this copy so I can review it for you guys and get that Majora's Mask feel again, and get all the feel back from me, like again, like the feel from the original Majora's Mask into the new Majora's Mask. So yeah, there are some positive things that I really liked about the game on 3DS. Number one, it's portable. You can take it on the go and like play Majora's Mask for hours and hours and hours on your adventure, traveling through New York to Washington or something like that. If you don't have anything to do, then this game will provide you with countless things to do in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Is the 3D good? Yeah, the 3D is good. I think I see some resemblance why they transferred this into, why they call it The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I think it's going to look fantastic, but my eyesight does not contribute to the 3DS. I cannot see 3D. That's why I turn it down on previous 3DSs, because I experimented with Ocarina of Time. But how are the graphics to this game? The graphics have improved dramatically against the N64 edition. If you want to look this up, then go right ahead, because you will see a dramatic difference. But what Nintendo has done for us to have the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask experience. Basically, the dungeons are going to be a little harder, but not as hard as Skyward Sword. I can't imagine that the dungeons will be extremely difficult, but this is only a game for Zelda fans. Because if you wanted to get into the Legend of Zelda series, like really, 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 really bad, I would highly recommend that you would go with Ocarina of Time. That's my highest recommendation, is go with Ocarina of Time first before you jump into this one, because you're going to get frustrated along the way, because if you play this one before Ocarina of Time and before Skyward Sword, yeah, this game is going to be a tricky one to figure out through the gaming experience. So basically, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. What things did I did the things that I liked about it were the graphics were really good. I loved what they did to the Zora mask. Some people like dislike this effect. The Zora mask I really love because well, here's my top three masks in Majora's Mask. Well, the most top powerful masks in Majora's Mask are in the Dooku Scrub mask, which you will have to like pop down into a flower and pop back up again to resemble yourself. Oh, you have helicopter blades that you can just fly around as a helicopter for like 5 seconds and just pop down to another platform. I really like that mask. But I just didn't really like it that much against the Zora mask. The Gora mask was, you know, I mean, you could be a rock in the game, which is a Goron is a rock type ability where you can go as a Goron and like crush enemies with your Goron power, with your like spiky ball, just going going zooming across Termina basically. So that's my theory for it as well. And my personal favorite, the Zora mask. The Zora mask, though, was really one of my favorite masks in all of Majora's Mask because it represents you as an adult, basically. Because you're basically a kid in this game, but what the Zora mask does, it turns you into an adult, not like a fat Goron or a small Dooku scrub, but it turns you into a proper adult, and basically you have like boomerangs that go like this, and you just throw them like that at enemies, and they just come back at you like you're a ninja master or something like that. So that's what I really loved about Majora's Mask is because of that concept. So have you played the original? If you played the original, then I would highly recommend that you pick this game up. What I'm trying to say is pick this game up because you're gonna have a lot more fun with it if you were a Majora's Mask fan. Before I go, let's take a look at some gameplay aspects if you like any of it so far. So just one sec. I'm going to get my 2DS. Alright, so we fired up our Nintendo 2DS. So let's turn this baby on and see what we got. And hold on, just one second. Just has to power up. Oh, notifications. Sorry. Hold on. No. Go back to home menu. And let's see what the game looks like on the Nintendo 3DS. I know there's a little bit of a glare, but I'm trying not to make it glare free. And there's Majora's Mask right there, as you can see. Yeah, let's choose my file. Actually, yeah, I didn't save at this part, but here's what it looks like in Majora's Mask. As you can see, there's a little bit of a glare, but you can like run around and do all that stuff. You can jump on. You can actually jump off of ledges and all that stuff. I'm getting beat up right now, but anyways, here's your journal, which you see right here. You can look up all these cool facts about people and all that stuff. And basically that's that. A bit of an update before I go. There is a. I am going to be doing. Um, Basically, I'll be doing a more playthroughs on Fallout 4 and Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain, which I'm really doing, like really working on these games like really hard because I love Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain. I just love it. I prefer it over Black Ops 3 or any other Call of Duty game because, you know, it's just legendary sometimes and the multiplayer is actually really fun. Uh, when you think about it in all of these aspects. If you have your local gaming store, I would highly check that out. Like, go check out Metal Gear Solid 5. But the final verdict for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask would be what was it? A 8.7 out of 10, basically, on its overall 8.5 out of 10 actually. It's not one of the many. It's not one of the greatest Zelda games, but It actually is a really good purchase if you're including, you know, some new stuff to the game. So basically, yeah. Sorry if you didn't see any of that much in that video. You're gonna have to check more gameplay footage out on other channels on YouTube.com to see what the gameplay looks like on the 2DS or the 3DS or the new 3DS XL. So yeah, you're gonna have to check that out. My next review will be The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword because it's coming in tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be actually really sick because The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask doesn't really come close to Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I'm really pumped about that game for the Nintendo Wii, basically because many of you are saying, why am I going back to my Wii? Because of that game. I really wanted to play that game when it came out 4 years ago. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all later and have a fantastic day and keep on adventuring in the Zelda universe. I'll see you later again. I'll see you later, YouTubers, and have a fantastic day. And I'll see you guys all later, and I'll be back someday, YouTubers.